The most important thing that English class has taught me is not the horrors of the comma splice, but instead that starting over is part of the process. See, I feel like at a young age, I was misinformed, maybe by myself, maybe by the school, that starting over means the same thing as starting from scratch. Think about it. If you have a blank piece of paper and you compare that to a paper with all the answers to it, but you erase them all, well, school pretends that they're both the same thing, right? They both get a 0. But the truth is, at least in real life, that they're not the same thing. Because think about it. The paper with all the answers, you've solved them all. You know the process of solving them. But from the blank piece of paper, you have no idea how to do them. And that's the key difference I want to just tackle in this video. Because I feel like we're all a little bit afraid to start over. Right? A lot of us are. Because we've put in so much time and effort into this project, this channel, this paper, that starting over just seems like, man, we're wasting the time that we put in. And, for something like time writing, that's completely how school expects us to think, right? That we can't go back, that we can't start over. But that's not how real life is, right? Because starting over is not starting from scratch, right? Because you gain valuable insights and valuable skills that you can transfer onto the next, revision. Right? I was so afraid of deleting paragraphs. I was so afraid of deleting sentences from my paper because I was afraid, man, I put in so much effort into this. I'm just wasting all that time. But it wasn't. It was because while in the process of making it, I found better ways to write the sentence. I found better ways to write that paragraph. And so the main point is just to say, don't be scared to start over. You are not wasting your time by starting over. In fact, starting over is part of the process. The path to making something isn't necessarily always going to be like a line that goes from, let's say, the beginning to the end. In fact, it's more like scribble. It's more like a messy type of thing where you go from the start to maybe halfway, then you go back, make some revisions, it goes a little bit forward, you go back, revision like maybe 5, and then you have your project. And that project is going to be infinitely better than the one you did at the beginning. The one if you didn't start over from. And so, my advice to you guys is just, it is completely okay to start over in anything. Maybe not in like a time type of thing, but I remember having an old YouTube channel. I was so afraid of starting over, but in the end I started over. And because of its commentary skill that I gained, which is still not pretty good, and its editing skill that I gained, which also isn't pretty good, but I gained these two skills to basically enhance my newer channel, which is this one, and it's going pretty well. So yeah, learn to start over, man. And just starting over is part of the process. So I hope you guys enjoyed the short one, and yeah, take care, guys.